a bit uncomfortable. Like I feel
Why?
like I'm in a small space. It's a bit weird. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, okay.
No, don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll get over the nerves soon. That's fine. I'll go off when I'm ready, ne? No worry. Ngikunikeze ashwagandha.
Ah, there's no need.
Okay. No, don't worry. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from here you're driving back?
Back to way.
Mpumalanga.
I-
Mpumalanga is dead.
I'll tell you after. Hmm. Okay. We're starting, ne? Officially. Okay. Hi everyone. You are welcome to another episode of Employment Wednesdays. If you're new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And if you would like to get these videos on a Tuesday, please switch off the TV.
Oh, you don't want to see yourself. Okay.
Okay.
You good.
Yes, I'm good. No, the TV is destructive because you
Ah,
can literally see yourself.
oh
Yeah. So you are welcome to another episode of Employment Wednesdays. If you're new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you would like to get those videos on a Tuesdays, make sure that you subscribe to memberships. And hey, I've waited for this episode, guys. I've waited. You know the thing about being a podcaster? It's the biggest humiliation ritual. Go to your beg guests for 5 years. Some will ghost you. Some hey uzoncenga. But you know what? That's one of the greatest skills that I've learned: waiting and being patient. So today I'm seated with Hulahano Rakadu, a sports executive. Like I've always wanted to interview someone that's in the sports industry because we always interview people that do like professional jobs and so on, like in the traditional sense. So today I'm so excited. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to be here. Like you say, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
I
while.
think we started speaking about me coming here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think finally you have me all to yourself.
Thank you so much for finally honoring my invite. We're going to start off with some icebreakers before we go into the initial conversation. If you had an unlimited budget, which country would you go to and why?
Okay, if I had it, I'll go to China
Okay.
because I think right now I would like to explore, the technology. I think there's a lot of great things happening in China.
Okay.
These different cities have really grown in a short space of time.
Yeah.
So I really want to explore that region.
Okay. And then podcasts or books?
I'll say books for now. Yeah.
Okay. And what has been your favorite books of all times?
Okay, I'll say I think the book by Mteto Nyati.
Okay.
I think they call it Betting on a Ducky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Betting on a
Okay.
Ducky. Mteto Nyati is currently the chairman of ESCOM.
Okay.
Yeah, so the book is about his journey. So I like biographies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's a South African executive. He was a CEO of different companies in South Africa. I think Microsoft is one of them.
Yeah.
Altron is one of them. So you can see the work that he has done in building a great team in ESCOM and also stabilizing ESCOM.
Hey.
So I think, to be honest, for me, like, I like his journey, and it shows when given an opportunity, how much you can thrive.
Okay, I love that. Tea or coffee?
T.
Okay. And what's your favorite? What's your current favorite song right now?
You, wow, okay. Anyway, when I was sitting down there,
Don't
just
tell me
now,
that you were thinking about.
no. At the
Okay.
waiting area, I was singing King of Eternity.
Okay.
That's what I was. That was just on my spirit.
King of Eternity.
Yeah.
Last one. But you just told me a moment ago. But yeah, I was gonna ask, do you prefer traveling by road or by flight?
I think at the moment, I would say by flight because, but I will say this because that's my work. I currently travel a lot
Yeah.
so I want to explore more South Africa. Those road trips.
Yeah, by
Yeah,
road.
so I think it's something that I need to be intentional in exploring.
Okay. Official last one. If you were to describe yourself as a drink, what drink would it be and why?
Wow. Okay. There are two drinks I'm thinking about. One, gin and tonic,
Okay.
because I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Different places that I've seen people make.
Okay.
At some places, so colorful and nice, but it can also be just that.
Blend.
Yes, but I think wine,
Okay.
because of the more you put inside, the more what you're gonna get out in terms of just being able to the years of the wine. Right? Yeah, so I think maybe wine is the best one.
Okay. So are you that type of person? The more a person puts into you, the more they can get out of you.
Yes, because I think a lot of people, I'm not an open book.
Okay.
So you have to open the book.
Oh, so today I'm here to open the book. Be ready for the tea. Okay, love that. And then now, before we go into your childhood, in terms of your career, tell us a little about yourself, who you are, where you come from.
Okay. My name is Kholagano Rakudu.
Okay.
I'm born in Phokeng,
Okay.
in Rustenburg. It's in the Northwest Province.
Okay.
I'll say this. I'm very passionate about people, in particular the youth.
Okay.
And I think in our conversation, you'll understand why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Another thing is that, guys, I can sing.
Okay. You can sing.
Not to
You
sing to people.
You can sing in the
but
shower.
like not in the shower per se. Like, I think what I want to say is that I was privileged to be able to do multiple things growing up. I was able to do Latin American dance. I can do the cha-cha-cha,
Okay, nice. Unfortunately, we're gonna give you the stage, and I think you chose that because
yeah, sang in choir for the longest of time, like
Okay.
solo and all of those things. A great experience, and also got a chance to play multiple sport.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I've been a very active, person. I want to try to be like you now.
like how?
I want to get into hierarchy, Yeah. So look, I'm a very out there person.
Okay.
I like going out, and when I say going out, it's more like I like dining. I think I recently discovered that like solo.
Okay.
Solitude is something that you fall in love with, and I think I didn't have a good concept about it, but I think I learned that spending quality time with yourself is great.
Yeah.
So I love walking. It made me discover walking, hiking, going to drink more tea.
Are you gonna come back to? Are you gonna come to Speak Live? Do you recall that we actually met via Speak Live September? It's gonna be Speak Live September soon.
You know what? Look, I will say this. There was a great, I think, community. I really liked that. And I would say that I think it's more for women, to be honest. I think I was just patient with myself to be in there.
I don't think it's just for women. Like, the more the men are, the more they will come. So I think it's just a lot of us. You guys can come.
I was the only man.
Guys, come to Speak Live September so that he doesn't have to be the only guy.
Look, but I'll say this: one of the best, communities I've ever done. I journaled so much that month, and you see, like I feel like it kind of. I think it's the time where it kind of validated that it's okay to, build your solitude.
Yeah.
So I think that period in my life really helped me fall in love with myself more. Read more books. I've always loved reading, but also just trying to hear what other people are doing. Meeting you, learning about different journeys. Yeah.
Interesting times.
Yeah.
So let's go into the actual conversation. So as a child, what did you want to be? What did you think you're gonna do as your day-to-day work?
If you know Rustenburg, it's a platinum city.
Okay.
It's a mining town.
Yeah.
So we grew up wanting to, be engineers, be artisans, be miners,
Okay.
So I went to a technical school.
Which school did you go to?
I went to Rustenburg Technical High School.
Okay.
And that's where I fell in love with, mechanical technology.
Okay.
I wanted to be a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
So I had a great time. It's a public-private school. So the school had a partnership with Implats.
Okay.
Implats is one of the mine companies. So there was an after-school program whereby there was a group of kids who would go there. That would be me involved in more like a pathway to becoming an artisan. So it was a great journey. I did that program for about, I think, almost 3 years.
Okay.
Immediately after school, I'll say this: by the end of my matric, most of my classmates were getting jobs, and it was those schools whereby it was an African school. Then an English class started, being there. So there was this small, group in my class. We were about 20.
Oh, okay.
So it was not a lot of people, but there were a lot of opportunities because I feel like that community, they really give each other opportunities. So a lot of my classmates, they started getting jobs that fast forward for me, 6 months later, I got a full-time role as a mechanical assistant.
Okay.
At the mine.
Okay.
So yes, I was gonna be an engineer, and there was, I think, there was a pathway for me. So I it was not like something that you dream about, right? But because of the steps that you take, like I went to a technical school, that influences me becoming an engineer. So
and I think also probably the environment that you grew up in and what was presented before you, because we can only dream as far as we have or as we see just before us. So probably the easiest thing would have been you being an engineer. A lot of people that come from small towns that do a lot of mining always say they wanted to be engineers, or they end up being engineers. Okay, so you become a mechanical assistant. How does that go? What did it teach you? And what do you do thereafter?
What's interesting? I was as a mechanical assistant, I was actually working at a shaft.
Okay.
So there's a mineral process and there's a shaft. So I would have to go underground.
Okay, nice.
I was in an engineering department, so we were, doing services. So we would service. There were two transport we were servicing. One was called like a monorail.
Okay.
And one was called like a loco. But all of them, they just transport material.
Okay.
Yeah. So we would be servicing those, and we would also service like pump station, just making sure there's water underground. I had a great, manager in terms of my artisan who I was working with.
Yeah.
He was a bit older. So he gave me a lot of opportunities, and also the team that I was working with.
Yeah.
They gave me, honestly, I was there for 2 years. and I had a great time.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, after all, there was a life underground.
You wouldn't think that there is
that's
life
what I discovered.
underground.
There's a life underground,
Yeah.
and I thought it was gonna be, the mining side. The mining side is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a great experience. I had a workshop underground, so it's like I'm going to my office. Yeah,
Okay.
so it was really great. Met great people, and saw people grow. I saw that, listen, I can really be this engineer that I want to be, and the way our section is led by an engineer.
Yeah.
So that's when I get to learn also that actually an engineer at the mine is actually a section manager. Right?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. He's not the one who
does the actual work. Okay.
Yeah. So I get to learn a lot of things, right? There's an artisan, then there's what they used to call servicemen, and there would be me, a mechanical assistant.
Yeah.
And then we would report to like a foreman.
Okay.
And then the foreman will have the superintendent.
Okay.
And then after that, that's when you go to the engineer. So you can see that the engineer is in the office, to be honest. Even when there's like a big breakdown, if they come, they just come in to support and
They
watch.
look and they delegate most of the tasks. Okay.
I think one thing that I remember is we had a big breakdown. One of the transport that we were servicing, the head fell. So we spent 24 hours working. So ever since I got in the morning, I left the next day.
Wow.
The only time I went out was when I went out to go get food and I went inside. So yeah, it was an interesting experience,
And did you guys find the resolution?
Yeah, we were able to fix it. So, it went out. So if it went out, so obviously you have to work with other people. So there are guys who are welding, there are electricians, and then there was people that they used to call riggers. They use chains, right? So it was a big workshop. So you have to work with different people. Okay. When it's our turn, we would come, So yeah, it was just like a great experience.
Love it. And what happens after the 2 years? What made you leave, or what made you pivot?
A year going into, maybe let me say this. So my siblings my cousin introduced me to basketball when I was about grade 5.
Okay.
And we were playing in the community. Fast forward, I think when he finished school, he started coaching.
Yeah.
So my siblings, like my younger brother, now started playing for him.
Okay.
Right? So now one day, this is around 2011.
Okay.
This is maybe 6 months, almost 8 months in the job. They come to me and they say, hey, actually, the NBA, there's some NBA people or American people who are here. And then, then I find out that Rob Afeking has signed a partnership with the NBA.
Okay.
And I remember they were inviting me to an event that, we're going to be launching this program. So remember, I'm young. I just came back from high school. So I'm thinking, I'm going to be playing.
Okay.
So now I'm going. And when I get there, actually, I participated in the activities that were there, right? Because I thought finally I'm going to be coached by great coaches from the US.
Yes, you're going to be a basketball player. Yeah.
So I think a couple of weeks later, I went to go play. It was in the evening, and actually now that's when they asked me if they're currently creating a school program. Okay. They are recruiting former players. They are who they want them to coach. That's when they officially asked me if I want to be a coach. I remember going back home, right? 2 things there. I went home. It's Google. So I searched how to be a successful basketball coach.
That's nice.
And that night, I discovered personal development.
Okay.
Because of, remember, I'm working full time at the moment. Yes. I haven't gone to university. So, and now I'm learning that I have to coach. I've never coached.
Yeah.
So now what I'm learning is that personal development now, if I want to be a successful basketball coach, I need to listen to podcasts. I need to read books. I need to read articles. I need to watch videos. I need to find a mentor.
Yeah.
And I think from that day, I was very intentional in doing all these 5 things.
Yeah.
Obviously, the 3 people who were there to lead the program, immediately they started also pouring into my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, from then, by the end of that year, around 2011, I was starting to think, okay, if I become an engineer, how much impact will I make?
Okay.
I'm going to drive a nice car. I'm going to have a great house, beautiful family.
So engineers have money, Vel.
Yeah, you have money. There's money.
Okay.
And then I also started thinking, because, I was involved with the youth now. If I become a coach, can I achieve all of that?
Yeah.
And still have an impact in other people's life? And, the latter became what I chose.
Yeah.
Right? I think that following year in 2012, around February, I quit my job. Look, I'll tell you this. I didn't tell anyone until I quit.
Of course, you won't tell anyone because it sounds delusional.
No, I didn't want anyone to change my mind.
Yeah.
I remember when I quit, my engineer at the time said to me, listen, it's fine. You can go. Whenever you want to come back, you can come back.
Yeah.
I was offended. I'll tell you this. I think one of the most challenging, after that decision now, a lot of challenging, because of my parents, by the time I was the one supporting at home. And then that program, actually, I quit a job where I'm permanent. I have a salary. And I chose a job where it's contract and I'm getting a stipend. So it was not adding.
It wasn't adding up. In the past week, I had a conversation with a lady at the gym in the sauna. We're just chilling there, and then we're talking about careers. I love knowing what people are doing and so on, right? And then we started talking about Elon Musk. And then I started talking about how there's borderline a lot of specialties there with him, right? And then that lady said to me, that's the thing about being successful or being great or excellent at anything. You have to have some sort of delusion. Like there has to be an abnormality that a lot of people don't understand, because then when you think about it, as you explained, it's a contract job, it's a stipend. You don't know what's going to happen if the program is going to succeed or not. And you're leaving a permanent job which has medical aid and all of these benefits, and probably in the next year or two, you're guaranteed of being promoted and so on. But now, sometimes you just need to be crazy about whatever that you think you're called to or whatever that sets your soul on fire. So now you quit. And also, I want us to linger there. What's that triggering moment, or what is that thing that makes you feel like, no, this is not working out. I can't do both these things. I just need to peak. When do you get to that point?
To be honest, I just couldn't explain it to someone else, because it was like there was fire burning in me, right? And I think I would say the passion for people, like I couldn't explain it. Like even now when I just think about it, like it doesn't make sense what I did.
and you probably judge the next person who tries to do that, right? Like, hey,
be careful.
in Cyril's economy.
But you know what? I think what I learned with that, faith. The Bible says faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Yeah.
I had a conviction that I'm going to be, all right, a successful basketball coach.
Yeah.
Because on my first day when they recruited me, that's the first thing that I saw, right? I think when it started forming, and immediately when I saw it in my mind, and I fell in love with those, boys and girls. I fell in love with just teaching them. I think that's when, like, I couldn't stay anymore.
Yeah. It just gets to a point. There's a saying, a friend of mine likes saying that, God will make you go in circles, or rather, God will keep on allowing certain things to happen until you get it. Like it gets to a point where like you just can't anymore. You get to a point where you have no other option than to yield to the call. And they always say that God is a patient and a gentle God. He will let you think that, no, you know what, I know what I'm called to, but I'll keep trying this thing. But it gets to a point where you can't anymore, where you don't have any form of tolerance. So now you go into coaching, and you mentioned earlier on that you faced certain challenges. And how do you then end up telling your family that, guys, look, I've fumbled the bag. There's this potential. I fumbled the bag for a potential. I don't know what's going to happen. How do you deliver the news to them, and how do they take it?
Look, I just wake up one day, I quit,
Mm-hmm.
and I just told them that I quit. And I told them that I'm going to go full time into coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I think I spent so much time, maybe more than 5 years, just trying to convince them, what is this thing that you are doing? You know,
Yeah.
you are just home, you are going to a school, you are coaching, you are back. What's going on?
Yeah.
Right? So they couldn't really see it. And I think for me, I'll say this because I wanted to be the best in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back to that day I said how to be a successful basketball coach. I think I didn't see myself being successful where I am. I saw myself being the best in the world. And what happened was I had to understand that I have to now start being the best where I am. Right?
Yeah.
So now I started putting in the work to make sure that for me to convince my parents, my friends, or anyone else that I didn't make a bad decision,
Yeah.
I have to make sure that I put in the work.
Yeah.
So I was more intentional in developing myself, in absorbing the knowledge of, what we were being taught. And I always say this, I think sometimes it's very important that we acknowledge our privilege. I think the three people who were, we had a technical director and two player development coaches. Personally, like they poured so much in me, right?
Yeah.
And I remember from that year I joined, they used to tell me that I'm gonna be the best. You know, when people are just affirming you,
Yeah.
right? They did that so much, and they were planting so many seeds in me, and I started seeing it. I remember in 2012, one of them, Coach Patrick, he said something. He said to me that, and we were just, remember, I'm just training kids in Poke, in Rustamak. He's saying that, I can send you anywhere in the world, and I know that you're gonna be able to train them.
Yeah.
When I see myself doing that today, I'm like, wow, they said I could do it in 2012.
But it's coming to pass now.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And then, so now you spend 5 years trying to convince everybody around you that this is going to work out. When does it actually work out? When do you actually see the light? Because I understand you had this firm belief that you're going to be the greatest and stuff. But I'm sure there were days where you're like, did I make the right choice? When do the lights go on completely for everyone else to actually see the light as well?
Look, actually, I spent 3 years, 2011 to 2013, coaching a middle school.
Okay.
And in that period, I grew so much. I would say one thing that the Holy Spirit said to me. He said that, don't try to be like them while they want to be like you. Because there was a time in that period where I was looking at my mates, man. I was like, look at my mates. They're doing this, they're doing that. And here I am. I'm fighting for my life. I'm trying out a new thing. Is it going to work?
Yeah.
Right? And I think, those words kind of affirmed me. And I remember at the end of 2013, now I led 2 teams to a championship,
Okay.
right? And, that thing, okay, this is why I started coaching.
Yeah.
So the school won. I was coach of the year. I took a team I think a team of girls also to be to go to the nationals. We represented Northwest at the nationals. So those are the things that kind of affirm that you're on the right track. And also there was a coach who came from USA.
Okay.
He was a college coach. His name is Coach Robert McCollum.
Okay.
Remember, we are being taught, right? And here comes someone else and make me realize that yes, you're good, you're winning, but there's another level.
There's always another level.
I remember he said something in 2013. He said, "Don't be afraid to eat, sleep, and drink basketball."
Okay.
Because remember, I was now investing so much in myself, right? And now he made me realize that no, what you're doing, actually, you're on the right path. So yeah, so I kept going. I kept going. I really, really also make sure that I suck as much as possible from him. And yeah, I think that's the one thing that really put me on another gear, because every time someone will come and say, "You are the best," or "You've done so well."
Yeah.
We also did this training. It was a certification of coaches. There was this European coach who came to train us.
Yeah.
I remember your training after that, the exam is that you have to practically do it. Right? They're looking at you. Maybe you're doing a drill and you're coaching kids. And I remember I was the first one to go.
Yeah.
But once
So much pressure.
But once I went, he said something that, oh man, another validation. He said, "This is the best coach I've seen in the program." And yeah, he just also kind of, encouraged me to keep pushing. Yeah. So, those people, that's what I'm saying. For me, I see it as privilege. I had people really, really affirming me on my journey. So those words, even when I go home and they're still questioning me, I keep going. I kept going, yeah.
I love that. For a person who's like me, who's not so well vested in their sports, what does a basketball coach do? What do you get up to when you're saying you're going to work?
Okay.
I'm now your family. Like, what are you doing? You're going to school. Like, what's going on? I want to know what you do. What does your day look like as a basketball coach? Yeah. What do you guys do?
So, okay, that time, actually, because of working at a school, remember, you're working at public schools, so sports is done after school.
Yeah.
So usually for me, I would go at break time. Okay, first of all, in the beginning of the year, we go out to go recruit, right?
Okay.
So maybe we'll go class by class, we'll go to assembly, talk about basketball, class by class. And then after that, maybe you bring almost as many kids as possible just to try out.
Yeah.
Yeah, to feel if they would like to join and learn a new sport, right?
Yeah.
Basketball was new at the time. That's mostly what we do. And one of the things that I like doing, I like going at break time. Just to, understand the kids better, find out from the teachers how they are doing. I started being more intentional in that. And obviously there's administration. You have to have a roster of all the players, the data. And then now you have to engage the school administration, the leadership, the school and the school governing body. You now have to engage the parents.
Okay.
There are different stakeholders that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. And then, that's how it goes. And then in our case, we trained from Monday to Friday. But now on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays, we had games.
Okay.
Yeah, so you will play. Maybe the league would start around March. We'll finish it in October. Okay. So it's more like an all year long, program coaching. So that's mostly what I did. Most of the time, I wouldn't go early in the morning. I would go maybe from midday, like break time, and all of that. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. And then, what are 3 qualities that you think a good coach should have?
Maybe I'll rephrase it this way. Coaches are leaders.
Okay.
Right. And as coaches, there's a lot of practice, right? First of all, when you speak in front of the kids, you're practicing public speaking.
Yeah.
You practice stakeholder engagement by engaging with the school leadership, the teachers, the parents, the community leaders, and then you have to communicate,
Yeah.
right? So either written or also oral.
Okay.
So yeah, those are a few things that at a basic level when you start coaching, even when you haven't done it before,
Okay.
those are things that you're gonna be forced to do because they are practical. You do them every day,
Yeah.
right? I think at a basic level, those are things that you have to. And I would say this also, mostly as a former player, yes, it's good. At least you know the sport, you know how to do it.
Yeah.
If you haven't, then maybe you have to be more intentional in learning the sport. Start by learning the rules, right? And at first, you might just be a caretaker. You're just there taking care of the kids,
Okay.
right? Then you learn because that's how teachers mostly learn. Because
Yeah.
they are there, they're the one making sure that the kids are there and all of that. All of a sudden, they learn the rules.
Yeah.
Then after that, now they are into it, right? Yeah. So mostly at a school level, in different sporting codes, teachers learn different sporting codes by just being available and being present, right? Yeah. So I think that's where you start at a basic level.
Okay. And would you consider it as a financially rewarding? Of course, there are financial rewards, but would you consider it as a good paying job? Is it something that you'd recommend to anyone interested taking that route?
Yes, mine might be like a long route, right? But yeah, anyone can go to school, right? I know a lot of private schools or a lot of schools. Usually, if you're a teacher, you can coach,
Okay.
right? And then also, you can study sports science or sports management,
Okay.
and you can go to different schools and be like a sports coordinator,
Okay.
sports manager, or a focus on a code, right? Nowadays, they have like what they call master in charge of a sport. Maybe it can be master in charge of rugby, of basketball. It can be director of basketball.
Yeah.
And those are like, real, jobs that, you get paid for. I think that there's different ways. Yes, there's a lot of, I'll say there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done in South Africa.
Yeah.
I think there was a stats that was saying that most of the sports federation they are informal.
Okay.
Like they don't even have an office, right? So I think there's a lot of work to professionalize the sport.
Okay.
Different sports actually. I'm talking as a whole in South Africa.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of, it's an industry. A lot of people.
It's a lot of industry.
Yeah,
I guess also.
No, it's a whole industry.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing different things. I think I'll say this. I think when people talk about sport, they think too much. You don't have to know sport. Like you as a lawyer,
Yeah.
like you can be in sport because guess what? We do contracts, right?
Yes.
So you can do contracts.
Yeah.
You can make sure, and you can. Because you know the law, there's a lot that you can help in terms of governance. Understand? So I always, when I was teaching, I always say this: any career in the world is in sports, right? So you guys gotta understand, it's just an industry. So if you want to be a doctor, anything, you can be there.
So basically, sports can house anyone who has any form of skill that they're willing to offer.
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm sure you then transition from the program. How does then your career progress after you're settled, the dust has settled? Now it's probably 5 years later. We all see the light. We all believe that this is a real thing. How do you then progress to where you end up being right now?
So I think I'll say this. Because in that program alone, I did multiple roles.
Yeah.
It made me grow, or it gave me exposure to different things, like different careers. There was a time I just wanted to be a coach. I wanted to be an NBA head coach, NCAA head coach. And then I got this opportunity to be an intern at what they call NBA Summer League.
Okay.
It happens in Las Vegas.
Oh,
And
okay.
that was my first trip to the US.
Okay. Nice.
First time on a plane. When I came back from there, I wanted to be a scout. I remember that same year, I went to this camp, Basketball Without Borders. I went to Angola for the first time that same
Okay.
year. I went to a Giants of Africa camp in Botswana. When I came back out of all of that,
Yeah.
I launched, together with two of my co-founders, we launched a social enterprise.
Okay.
Our goal was to run, development camps, and we would scout players in Southern Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was looking up to someone by the name of Masai Ujiri.
Okay.
He was the first, actually, even still now, he's the first black general manager from Africa at the NBA. And I was also looking up to one of the president of the Basketball Africa League currently. His name is Amadou Galofo. So when I look at both of them, for example, Amadou started a social enterprise.
Yeah.
Seed Academy. It's maybe now 25 years.
Yeah.
Masai Ujiri also started a social enterprise, Giants of Africa.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like these two guys, and we got in.
But industry.
We got it. What's funny? What's funny was that because I was just growing and getting all these opportunities, I think there's a bit more, right? I did that one. A year later, I was in charge of creating what we call Junebe Africa Festival, which is like a continental tournament with teams from Nigeria, Senegal, Mozambique. I got a chance to lead that. The following year, I was selected head coach of Team Africa.
Okay.
So now, that same year, I go to the Senegal for the first time. I got a chance to, explore like West Africa for the first time.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And the same year, I went again to the US. I was leading a team of Africa, and I won, right? So that, like, my brand kept growing. I kept seeing the possibility that I can be where I want to go.
Yeah.
And then now in the process now, I'm growing. Then I'm like, hey, you need to go back to school.
Yeah.
So I started between 2018, 19, that's when I started my degree.
Okay.
I did a Bachelor of Business Administration with Regenesis Business School.
Okay.
And that's when I officially started. And so now I want to start this degree. Now I'm a very technical person. Like, I'm on the floor. But now I want to use this degree to learn more about the business side.
Yeah.
Remember, I have a social enterprise. I want to work for the MBA. I want to work for colleges in the US.
Yeah.
MBA teams and all of those things. I just put like a roadmap. It's so crazy. Like I used to have pictures on the wall of everything I want to do, right? Very interesting. But I will say this now, in 2021, I officially get an opportunity to work for NBA Africa.
Okay.
A year earlier in 2020, all the work that I've done. Now
From 2011.
Yes. Now I get 1 million Ghanaian and 200 young South African. So now you see the body of work, I think that was a turning point. Or that was like a great achievement to say that, whatever you did when you quit your job, like, it was not in vain, right? It kind of validated everything I've been doing. And also when I got that opportunity to work for NBA Africa, I think now it was like, okay, it's possible.
Yeah.
Right. So to be honest, it's been a great journey, working for a big global brand like MB Africa. My work is across the continent. Actually, in the beginning, maybe the first 3 or 4 years I'll say 4 years, I was working on a project based in Senegal called MB Academy.
Yeah.
We would recruit players from all over the continent.
Okay.
They're in form of like a school, right? And we will play all over the world. Honestly, I saw when you invest in, when you take a kid from nowhere
Mm.
and you invest in them, you can see what they can become,
Yeah.
right? Oh man, like I really, really enjoyed that journey in that program. Sometimes when you change other people's life, it
Yeah.
also changes you,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
It changes you because now you're starting to take risk, keep growing and elevating. So yeah, that was the one thing that has been really pushing me, to be honest. And now I start evaluating my life and say, what's next?
Mm.
Then almost 2 years ago, then I decide that I'm gonna start an MBA.
Okay.
I've always wanted to, this thing of, okay, you have a 5-year plan. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I wanted to do an MBA at one institution, African Leadership University School of Business.
Okay.
Well, the reason why I wanted to do it there was because in 2014, I went for the first time at African Leadership Academy,
Yeah.
where I heard about, Fred Swanika. Fred Swanika is the founder of the African Leadership Group. Man, they recruit young, entrepreneurial leaders, Yeah, when I say very, it's like actually very young, right?
Yeah.
It's like a high school, it's a 2-year program, like a prep school, and they just invest in leadership development.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that model. Working there a couple of times made me want to do it there. And I remember when they launched the business school, I said, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost done. It's my last month.
No, I know because you were untouchable last year. Any moment I say, oh no, I have studies.
I know.
Oh no, I'm traveling to where.
As they say, cause must chow in the time.
No, I hear you. I want us to backtrack, right? You get this opportunity to be on the plane for the first time, to travel to the US for the first time when you're traveling to Las Vegas. How did that change your perspective? Because I can imagine Las Vegas, I've never been there, but the US seems like a very big world compared to South Africa. How did that change you? And what did you learn from that?
It was like, when a kid goes to a candy store,
Yeah.
literally everyone I was looking up, oh, everyone I knew I was following, I was looking up to, they were in one place.
Yeah.
Man, I was never been so gullible like that, right? And I was not a fan from outside.
Okay.
I was inside working, moving, they
Close
passing me,
proximity. Yes.
So I had to contain myself,
Yeah.
remember? And I also had to really see how privileged I am,
Yeah.
by getting that opportunity. And like I said, I think that opportunity made me see more opportunities of, of working in sports.
Okay.
Because like that program that I went to, they take over 100 interns every year,
Yeah.
and it's a big time network. Everyone who goes there is connected to someone.
Yeah.
Maybe your father is an NBA referee, NBA coach, president of a team. So like, it made me see that. And I remember first time when we came, they said, leave your ego at the door. And I remember how I was like, yo, it's so amazing how they're teaching kids who are already privileged that, hey, you have to start here. You have to pick up the papers. You have to,
It's from the bottom.
yes, you need to welcome people, right? Yeah, it just made me like see what does it take
Yeah.
to really build something at that level. Yeah, it was just an exposure like to a very high level, event. Because at that time, I had never been to an NBA game or anything like that. So it was the first time I could see that high level, and I was a part of like staff working to make sure that the event is a success.
Oh, love that. And to people at home who may be wondering, where do they apply for such opportunities? Is there a website? Where can they check? Where is the best place to seek for opportunities as such?
Look, you know what? It's so interesting that that particular internship you don't apply.
You don't apply.
To be honest,
You get cold.
not really. Like you get recommended.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. It's a very close. Like it's not that like it excludes other people, right? But sports is a very, you know, what we like to call nepotism. At times, I feel like nepotism is mentioned most when us black people are doing it.
Yes.
These are normal things that happen. Bonam Mohale says it very well. He says that you lift as you rise, right? So I think if we can look at it more that way, to say whenever you rise, whenever you get one opportunity, always send the elevator down.
Yeah.
So you always want to pick up one person. If you pick up one person, there will be a ripple effect of if each one of us do it, right? So there's a lot of opportunities. However, we have to build relationship with our peers, right? At that particular internship, one thing that they said to us, all those people I was looking up to, no. They said, listen, those people, most of them are old. 10 years later, they wouldn't be in the industry.
Yeah.
What you need to focus on is that the same people you are interns with, you are guys going to be CEOs tomorrow. You're going to be this. So this is where you need to start. So can you think about high school, the people you went to school with, university, the people you were walking the walls with?
Yeah.
Because most of the time, you see someone, oh, this guy, I used to see him at lectures. I used to actually help him. You understand?
Yeah.
But we need to, as black people or as Africans, we need to be more intentional.
Yeah.
In terms of relationship building.
Yeah.
Especially as we grow up. I think I've had a challenge with that the last couple of years. I have a vast of network, but you have to now, once you know people, there's different stages.
Yeah.
It
It doesn't help knowing the person. You know, the other day I posted on my status that immediately after you get a mentor, get a sponsor. I guess since we don't have the perfect word to describe like such situations as the internship program you're part of, when you have a sponsor in whatever you do, they make it their mandate to get you in the room. So if there's nobody that is vouching for you and nobody mentioning your name, it may be really tricky, because mentorship is one thing, right? But now when you have this person who takes it very personal that you need to be successful, they will ensure that you are in spaces that matter. They will ensure that you're given the opportunities that allow you to flourish, that allow you to grow, and that allow you to learn. So I guess also in whatever industry that you're in, it's very important for you to have a mentor, have a sponsor, but also build network. That's the big thing that I'm getting, that it's important to have a network. And I think you did add a very interesting dynamic to it, that it doesn't end with just knowing the person or just networking at the event, but there's many stages to it. See what you can offer that person. Of course, it has to be legal, guys. But see what you can offer that person. And people like it when people show them that they matter or they are cared for. And usually when you extend yourself like that, people also start thinking about you when certain things come up. So you progress and you travel all over the world. Like, guys, this person's always busy. Like, he's always on a plane. So when did you come back?
On Friday.
A couple of hours, like under 72 hours ago. What has been your favorite country to travel to?
I'll say this, and I say this a lot. I had gotten an opportunity to work in Nigeria, more like a secondment. And to be honest, that was my best experience.
Okay.
I really enjoyed working in Nigeria. Nigeria is so tough. It will build you up.
Okay, it's character building.
Yeah, it's a lot of character building
Yeah.
in Nigeria. To be honest, that has been possibly my favorite country to work in. Recently, I'm enjoying. It's first time working in Portuguese countries.
Okay.
I'm learning, and I'm enjoying. Because I did a bit of West Africa, but now I'm really enjoying Angola. To be honest.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying. We have multiple programs in Angola, and I'm currently enjoying Angola. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. Fortunately, we've come to the end. Time went by so fast. I'm sure I'll call you again when you are the CEO of.
Amen. Amen.
When you're the CEO of NBA Africa or NBA Global. I don't know what terms you guys call them, but thank you so much for honoring my invite. And what are your closing remarks to a person that wants to pursue a career in sports? What would you say to them? What should they know?
I think I would say this. You don't have to study sports to be in the sports industry.
Okay.
I think you have to look at the value that you're currently offering. For example, as a lawyer, you can look at our industry and say, what are the opportunities currently? Negotiating of media rights deals. Right now, it's big in terms of representing athletes. Right now, college sports in the US, you can make money out of your name, image, and likeness.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. And currently, everyone is learning on the go because it's a recent thing. So we need more lawyers to be able to help with those contracts. It's like influencer, how it grew, right? So as an influencer, you need to make sure you have a lawyer.
Yeah.
To understand. So it's the same thing in sports at the moment, especially in college, that, as a young kid, you need to make sure that, you have a lawyer. And anyone can be in sports in different industries at the moment. Right now, say this, we are currently building infrastructure across the continent.
Yeah.
So it means that we need those, civil engineer, people who, conserve the land, people who can, even people who can raise money, So there's many things, I think I advise people to, research and then look at where opportunities they can go in based on the value that they bring.
Okay. No, thank you so much. I guess the biggest thing is also you can really become anything you would like to be. The world is your oyster. The sky is definitely not the limit. You can go beyond and above. To everybody at home, happy Employment Wednesdays. If you're new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Guys, let us know what you think of the episode. If you have any questions, share them below and we will respond to you. Cheers.